What's up, otakus? It's your tour guide, and we ate a little bit more into the Japan budget. Not too much though. Just picked up uh, a small haul from Mill Geek Comics. Russ was there today, so the plan was I had messaged Josh, aka Green Lantern Comics. Um, and we were going to spend the day just kind of hanging out at Mill Geek, kind of digging for books. So I just kind of got up and just headed there right around noon. Um, and then, I got a message from Josh. He couldn't make it. Something had come up. So that's fine. And we just basically dug the entire realm of the 50-cent bins. We didn't look anywhere else because I didn't want to be, I guess, influenced to buying more than I had allotted myself. I actually went in just going in to spend about maybe $2 at most, pick up like 4 books. But we were there. I actually spent pretty much the entire afternoon there, from about, I want to say, 12:30 to like 4:30, because we dug in every box. And what the nice thing is, Russ had replenished the 50-cent bins. And to be honest, I think they're going to drop the price on the 50-cent bins. I think he's going to turn them into quarter bins soon, because he's got all this new inventory that he's sorting through. And just a lot of it, he says about 80% of it is going to go into the 50-cent bins. But that means he would have to he would have to pretty much clear a bunch of it out in order to bring in the new stuff, unless he's just planning to do it bit by bit. But I would imagine if he dropped those bins to a quarter, he would move a lot of books, and then he could bring in the new inventory. But anyway, he did replenish the bins from the last time we were there, but there wasn't much there. In fact, I just think Mill Geek is not going to be a place I'm going to stop by anytime soon, because there's just not, hey, Wellbore, what's up? There's just not a lot of stuff I want in those bins anymore. It used to be I'd look for like a Jim Lee book here or there, I guess I could still pick up some of the 90s Action Comics Superman books from around the Death of Superman period. I could still pick up those. But outside of that, there's just, you're going in there digging for the off chance you'll run into something. There's a bunch of cover buys and stuff in there, but I just feel like when we do have money, it'd just be better to focus on a book, even if it's I spent almost $5 a day. It's $4 plus tax because I had to use my card. I didn't have any cash. So it's the rare instance where we actually pay tax for comics. But yeah, bought $4.50 worth of comics. I have 8 books here, and I feel good about these 8 books. Don't get me wrong. But if you were to give me like a Silver Age book, mid-grade Superman book for $5, I'd probably take that over this. But again, all of these books have some potential for growth down the road, and some of these are just nice cover buys at rock bottom prices. So we're going to get to it. We're going to get to this haul. So let's just jump right in. So the first book we got, continuing with our Summer of Superman. This is a book, I've just been meaning to kind of pick up, but I've been putting it off. And today I ran into it. It's a Action Comics key. It's a newsstand. It's high grade. I put it in like a 9492. Um, and we got Action Comics 690. Nice Geist Jackson cover here. Jackson Geist cover. One thing about this is that there's a bunch of newsstand Action Comics there, and they're not all keys. It's just a run, a stretch of a run of there. And I'm just debating whether, when I do have money, like just picking up a big chunk of this period's run of Action Comics for 50 cents, if that's something I want to do or avoid. I haven't made up my mind yet. But for now, I mean, if it's a key, I think focusing on that is good. I just feel like, again, if you're to give me a choice of 5 90s books or 10 90s books for versus one $5 Silver Age book, and I think those days are dwindling. I think the Silver Age, DC Silver Age books are going to start to climb. I noticed everybody in the store today they were either looking for like all in Justice League stuff, or they were looking for, or sorry, all in DC stuff, or Fantastic Four. It was just like those two things were top of mind for, I think, pretty much people that were walking in the store. And this is a kind of shout out to Josh. Josh is, he said I should really give this Jeff Johns Green Lantern a read. But this is a real key book. It's the first appearance of the Sinestro Corps, which I thought was like a cool concept. But yeah, we picked up Green Lantern. I believe this is volume 4, number 10. Again, key first appearance. This is high grade. It's a black cover, but it's super nice. Hope I can do it justice there. So yeah, this is a high grade key book for 50 cents. We thought, why not? Has legs, hopefully. This is another one, kind of like a cover by / it's a key. This, I forget what the key appearance in this one is. I'll have to look it up. I think this is the first. It's not a first appearance. It's maybe the death of somebody. But anyway, we picked up a JLA Volume 123. This is just a cool Starro cover. Really nice take, art design take on Starro there, giving it that more wicked eye. Yeah, and you got Superman and lanterns there. Cool cover. We picked up Justice League of America. This is just a cool Michael Turner Starro cover that, again, I had just been putting off and off and off. And today I just thought, why not add this to my Michael Turner collection. Really nice Starro. I guess I was a little bit, star-eyed for Starro today. I picked up 2 Starro covers. This is another cover by. This is by, I think it's Bob Wozniak or Bill Wozniak, one of those two. Justice League America 56. And this is just a cool cover. It's, again, this is when the Twin Towers, this is from 1991. Total nostalgia buy. But yeah, we got the sort of the, I don't know if this is necessarily the New York skyline. Looks to be. He's along what looks to be the Hudson River, and you got the World Trade center towers there, the twin towers. Um, just a nice uh, cover of a time when before all the chaos of 9/11. So nice piece, Martian Manhunter there. Now this one, I had, I'm a big Brian Bolland fan, and I just recently picked up this book, and again, this is just one of my favorite covers in the collection. It's Superboy featuring the Wolf Boy of Smallville, and it's a pretty entertaining cover. The cop there is telling Lana he's left humanity and become king of a wolf pack, and he's just running with the wolves there. Fun cover, and this is I think an homage to that cover. It's Animal Man 39, Master of Wolves, and again, it's Animal Man here running with a pack of wolves. I just thought that's funny, and in its way an homage to the Superboy cover, so had to get this one for 50 cents total cover buy. So yeah, we got essentially two last books to show off. This is a book I already own, but it was in their key book. So I have two of these now. This is the first appearance of Amelia Hearthstone, who's in the Peacemaker season 1 and season 2 series. She's a member of the Suicide Squad, like a weapons expert. Anyway, Jim Lee cover. This one looks to be in better condition than my previous copy. My previous copy is about a VF. This one is probably near mint. So I just picked up another copy of Suicide Squad 2. That's a key book. And our last book, this is Jim Lee book number 404 in the collection. 404. And, I'm not, while Jim Lee is still top of mind, I'm not actively looking for Jim Lee books unless they, again, come to me. Like, if I'm digging and it's a Jim Lee book that isn't in my collection, we will pick it up. But we're not like actively going out and looking for the holes in my collection. I'm happy with where the Jim Lee collection is now. We're at over 400 books. We'll probably slowly make our way up to 500, but that's not a goal for us. It's just we'll pick up what we have, whatever we come by. But what's interesting about this one is a partial nudity cover by Jim Lee. And this is, I think, his first partial nudity cover, because I can't think of another. Now, maybe panels, like a swimsuit edition here or somewhere like where there's maybe a inkling of like toplessness in one of the panels. I couldn't tell you what specific book or what panel, but I'm sure there's been some sort of topless artwork by Jim Lee in standard comic books, but never on a cover. Never do you see that kind of like a nipple being exposed or some inference of nudity going on. Well, in this cover, it's a really cool, like, interesting cover. There's apparently something being kind of like focused on here. I don't know if this is somebody's vision or if it's like a sheer part of her sheer clothing or whatnot. Maybe it's part of the costume, but there's some sheer aspect of her clothing right there, and it exposes the breast and the nipple. Uh, I just thought that was kind of cool for a Jim Lee cover I didn't have in my collection, so decided to pick this one up. The Intimates. This is something from Wildstorm that was trying to kind of kickstart sort of the more adult um, oriented comics and kind of the advisory warning uh, arena of comics. And yeah, this one has some sexual overtones and whatnot, but I'm curious to see, maybe give it a read or see what it's about. But Jim Lee did the first 5 to 6 issues of this Intimates run. And yeah, you got some good talent on here. Joe Casey, Jim Lee on pencils. So good stuff right here. There you go. Intimates number 4. Partial nudity cover by Jim Lee. All right. That is it. I'm happy to just keep it short and sweet today. Thanks for dropping by, Wellbore. Hope you guys catch us on the rerun. I will be gone. I think this is my last broadcast. I mean, I might be back with just like a top 10 video here or there, but pretty much on Friday of this coming week, I am leaving for Japan. And so I'll try to do some live streams while I'm there or in transit. Definitely try to do a live stream because I will have like I'll have like pocket Wi-Fi, or I'll have internet connection while I'm there. I'll try to do a live stream. We'll see how the bandwidth supports that. But if I don't go live, I'll definitely try to give you a sense of the comic shop I visit. Maybe try to talk to the owner in Japanese, in my broken Japanese. And I'll give you a good rundown of what the shop was like. And again, what we pick up, you'll just have to wait till I get back from my trip. But yes, thanks, Wellbore. I'm going to have hopefully a good time. It's going to be a whirlwind of activity. I won't have much time to pick up books. In fact, just one day, morning to probably mid-afternoon, we'll focus on that, and then meeting up with friends for dinner and drinks, and then it's on to Korea. So it's quite packed in terms of what I'm basically going from one place to another, doing a lot of transit type travel, right? Like airports, hotels, that kind of stuff, checking in, checking out kind of stuff. So, yeah, but we will have some time to visit my old stomping ground in Akihabara and that comic book shop in Ikebukuro. So, again, stay tuned, see what we pick up. Hoping, again, I have about a 200, a 20,000 yen budget, which I'm hoping my wife will let me extend a little bit, because she did offer me 30,000 yen, but I decided I wanted to just keep that 20,000, and I just wanted additional budget for the comic books. But we'll see where that lands up. I don't anticipate I'll spend 20,000 yen, because there's not really anything I want to bring back right now other than some of my comic books that are sitting at my parents' place in Korea. So we'll see. Definitely the Japanese style comic books. I'm going to pick that up for Fanboy and hopefully myself if we find something really cool. And then we're going to pick something up for Ollie as well. But outside of that, it's just going to be a pretty lot of just walking around and looking and That's kind of the fun of it. You're just really walking around. You have something in your mind that you want. If you run into it, you'll pick it up. If not, you'll move on. I'm not that big into anime and all that stuff these days. I guess if there's like a Superman figure that's really cool that the Japanese have put out, or some kind of old school like Japanese Superman, toy or something to that effect, I may pick it up. There are a lot of those actually. So I think the comic book shop might have more of that than anything. But yeah, I think we're gonna probably find some stuff at the comic book shop. Some Japanese. If I can find any classic cover, like a Neil Adams cover or a Jim Lee cover, and have the Japanese, the design or the font, that the katakana spelling of Superman, something to that effect. That would be kind of cool. So we'll see. But yeah, everybody, hope you had a great weekend. Have a great week, and again, look forward to my update from Japan, um, either during or after I get back, or during my trip or after I get back. So take care. See you in the next one.